Hey, this is Dave from Unipro, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create content for Facebook, specifically content that prompts your leads to buy from you. By the end of this video, you're going to have an entire content calendar filled with posts that are going to get more views, more likes, more engagements, more shares, and most importantly, these content pieces are going to drive sales for your online business. Let's dive in. So maybe you're already posting content on Facebook, but your posts simply aren't driving enough sales. What do? Well, you don't need to post more content, you simply need better content. And there are 5 steps that you can follow to ensure that your content is better, it's higher quality, it's going to attract more attention and drive those sales for your online business that you're looking for. So let's walk through those 5 steps right now. The first step is to determine what topics your audience is interested in. And I've got 4 simple questions. When you answer these 4 questions, you're gonna have lots of topics to create content around that you know your audience is interested in. So the first question is, what does your audience want? Second question is, what does your audience need? The third question is, what is your audience trying to avoid? And the fourth question is, what is your audience scared of? I'm gonna give you an example of how you might answer those questions, and then I'm gonna show you where you get the answers to those questions if you're not sure what your audience would actually say to those questions. So here's an example. For my business, I target online business owners, coaches, consultants, agency owners who are using Facebook to grow their business. How would they answer those 4 questions? Question number 1 was, what do they want? Well, most online business owners, they want more sales, they want more revenue, they want more customers, more clients. Question number 2, what do they actually need? One of the crucial things they need is better content that actually attracts leads, actually nurtures leads, and produces those sales. Question number 3, what are they trying to avoid? Many online business owners are in the startup mode. They're trying to bootstrap things. They don't have huge marketing or advertising budgets. So what are they trying to avoid? They're trying to avoid huge costs. And then question number 4, for my audience, what are they scared of? Well, they're scared of their online business failing and them having to go and get a real job, a 9-to-5 job again. Well, what if you don't know the answers to those questions? I'm gonna show you what I do is I start to watch what's happening online. So I'm gonna show you an example here. This is a post that I created inside one of my Facebook groups. It says, help me cheer on James, who just used Unipro, so our software, to hit his second 10,000 month in his online coaching business. So this is like a testimonial post. It's giving a shout out to one of our clients who's obviously succeeding by using the Unipro software. And of course, I want to generate leads as well. But just as important as those goals, I want to see the conversation that ensues when people see this post. So here's an example. Come down here and you can see this comment here from Angie. She says, congrats. And then she tags James, who's the one whose online business just earned 2 $10,000 months. And she says, I'd love some insight into the funnel or process you used trying to create a system to implement and would love your insight. Well, comments like this are really important for you. This is important research that shows, in this particular case, my audience, what do they want? They want $10,000 months. They want more sales. So watching comments like this can validate your assumptions and you can start to learn what your audience is looking for. Now, I do recommend that you take those 4 questions and answer them more than once. Your goal should be to come up with at least 5, somewhere between 5 to 10 really solid topics that your audience has spoken about. That's step number 1, determine what topics your audience is interested in. Now, step number 2 is to watch what content captivates you and then start asking yourself, how can you take that and repurpose it or modify it for your audience? I'm gonna show you an example here. Here's a post from my friend Diana, and she says, new research, 3 changes you need to make to shrink belly fat from the Cleveland Clinic's latest info. And she says details in first comment, and then she puts a comment down here, and this is driving people to join her Facebook group. Well, where did she get this idea for this post from? I'll show you. I'm gonna go over to my profile and you'll see that I made a very similar post. It says new research, 3 ways to use Facebook's latest algorithm update for more views, followers, and sales. Details in first comment. And then what does my first comment say? Well, it's driving my audience to go and join one of my Facebook groups where they can learn more about this topic. So you can see Diana is very smart here. She saw that I made a post that grabbed her attention. It captivated her. And then she didn't just go and steal this post. In fact, she's targeting a completely different audience from me. But she took the structure of this post that's proven to captivate people and repurposes it for her audience. And this is what you can do as well, is start collecting posts that you've noticed captivated you. When I say collect posts, how do you actually do that? Well, I'm gonna show you a neat little trick that you can do right on Facebook. Let's just imagine that I came across Diana's post here and I thought, wow, that's an interesting post. It caught my attention. Maybe I wanna repurpose that in the future for my audience. Here's what I would do. I would go up to these 3 dots in the top right-hand corner, and then I would go down here where it says Save Post. Add this to your saved items. And I'm gonna click on Save. And you'll see there's a couple different folders here that I've created, or I could create a new collection. In this case, I'm gonna create a new collection and I'm gonna call this Inspiration Posts. And I'm gonna click on create. That allows Facebook to save these inspiring posts that you can use and repurpose in the future. I'll show you where you find those. If we're gonna go back to Facebook to the homepage here, and in this left side menu, you might need to click on see more. And we're gonna go down here to saved. Well, here it is. Here's the post I just saved. You can see that it's saved in a collection called Inspiration. And so your goal in this step is to build up a repertoire, a collection of as many inspiring posts as you can find. Then when it comes time to create your content, you can take these posts, use the structure, use the idea, use the hook, repurpose it for your audience, knowing that that type of post already is proven to work. That's step number 2, watch what captivates you. Now, step number 3 is to make sure you have a destination that your content is driving leads to, where there's a high likelihood that they're gonna be converted. They're gonna get an offer and there's a good chance they're gonna buy from you. That's what you want, right? You want more sales. So I'll give you some examples of what that could be. It could be free training. Maybe you do a free training over in your Facebook group, and inside that free training, you're gonna make an offer to your leads. That's the destination. Another example might be a free challenge. Maybe you do a 3-day challenge or a 5-day challenge, or maybe you do a huge challenge, a 21-day challenge, helping people achieve something surrounding a specific topic. Another example is maybe a resource, and this is something that I do a lot, is share resources that are helpful for my business. I share them with my audience and then make them an offer to work more deeply with me. Let me show you one more example here. I'm gonna go over to a friend of mine, Vince here, and you'll notice this post is all about, he's having his 7-year anniversary and he's giving away a full ride 7-figure mastermind. That's the name of his coaching business. He's giving away a scholarship to his coaching program because he knows that destination, the scholarship, the giveaway, that's where he's gonna have an opportunity to connect with leads who he can convert into paying clients. This actually leads into step number 4, which is to fill up your content calendar around your destination with other pieces of content that get people excited about that destination. So let me show you what this could look like practically. I'm gonna go over here. I'm inside our Unipro software, and inside Unipro, we plan out all of our content ahead of time, making sure that we do have that destination where we're driving leads, and then all the content leading up to that destination getting leads excited. So let me show you how this works. Let's just say that down here on the 30th, there's this event happening. Let's imagine that that's my destination. Let's say it's a live training or a webinar, and that's where I want leads to head. Well, before that destination, you need to make sure that your audience is excited to attend your event. How do you do that? Well, let's go back up here. I'm gonna take a look at this first piece of content for this month. Let's open this up, and you'll see this particular piece of content. It's a written post, and then there's an image here as well. And this can be used to tease out the topic of the event that's happening later in the month. So as people like and comment, engage on this post, these are leads that are showing interest and therefore are much more likely to make it to your destination where you can make them an offer and convert them. So here's one example. This is an image and written copy. Let me show you another example. I'm gonna scroll down here. Here's one right here. This is a poll that I'm gonna be posting that asks my audience a question. And again, this question, the topic for this poll is related to the destination. Let me show you one more example here. You can see here that I've got scheduled reels, I've got 2-step posts, I've got emails going out to get people excited so that they show up for your destination. So in this step number 4, your goal is to fill up your content calendar with posts that get people excited about your destination so that you can convert as many sales as possible when that destination event actually happens. Now, as a side note, you might ask, well, what happens if a lead comments on one of my posts leading up to your destination? Can you convert them ahead of time? And the answer is a resounding yes. If you have a lead that shows interest on any of your pieces of content, I recommend getting into a private conversation with them through Messenger, where you can either make them an offer right inside Messenger or book them onto a sales call and make them an offer on that sales call. And if that's something that's new to you, closing high ticket sales on sales calls, don't worry. In the description of this video, I'm gonna put a link to a sales script that works really well on sales calls that'll close sales for you repeatedly. All you need to do is follow that script and you're gonna make more sales. So check out the link in the description of this video. You can download a copy of that sales script and you can use it to start making more sales today. The final step is when you post this content, make sure you drive engagement. And there's a couple ways to do that to make sure that the Facebook algorithm shows your content to as many leads as possible and gets them to engage. One strategy is called heating up your algorithm, and it involves going onto Facebook, finding content of your leads, engaging on their content, so that when you post afterwards, Facebook sees that you already engaged on your leads content, and Facebook is going to show your content to those leads. This strategy works so well. In fact, inside of Unipro, we actually built a tool that does that for us. It's called Gain Reciprocity, and that's exactly what it does. It goes into your Facebook feed, finds those posts from your leads, engages on their content so that they're more likely to see your content and engage on your content. Another way that you can drive engagement is by tagging interested leads on your content. I'm going to show you an example here. So inside my Facebook group, I have this live training that my wife Lucy and I did. This was the destination for this particular month. So leading up to this destination, we were posting other pieces of content that were getting leads excited about this topic. Well, what happens next, let me show you here, is once we went live, in this case with the live training that was the destination, we already had a bunch of leads who had showed interest in this topic. So we want to make sure that we drive those leads back to this destination. I'm going to scroll down here through the comments and you'll see this comment here. It says, hey, here's the training you asked about. These steps are going to make it so much easier for you to nurture your leads quickly. So in this case, the topic was nurturing leads. And in this case, here was a bunch of people who'd engaged on one of the previous pieces of content that I posted throughout the month, showing interest in getting better at nurturing their leads. When it comes time to launch this destination piece of content, all the people who have raised their hands ahead of time saying, yes, I'm interested, these people need to be tagged so that they can see your destination content. And the cool thing is, as you tag these people, as you tag these leads, they're going to come over to your post. They're going to engage with you. This shows the Facebook algorithm that this piece of content you created, it's interesting. More people need to see it. And the Facebook algorithm is going to push this piece of content out to even more leads. And this is really exciting. This is exactly what you want. How did I do this? Well, again, I did use Unipro. I'll show you over here. We use a tool. It's a content tool called Tag for Attention. And what it allows you to do is to take a list of leads and then tag them on a particular piece of content. And when we go down here, you can see that there were 531 leads who showed interest in this particular piece of content. So far, Unipro, it's tagged 525 of them. Let's click on that post and we'll go over and see which post it is. And there it is. That's the live training that we just looked at. All of these leads are being tagged by Unipro over a period of time so that leads are constantly coming back to this destination piece of content. That's what you want to do, tag your leads. So there you go. Those are the 5 steps you can follow to create content on Facebook that's going to drive more sales. And as you saw, this is exactly the strategy I use with my Facebook content. But I do have a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is Unipro. Unipro is an amazing tool that goes out onto Facebook. It finds your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It makes sure they see your content. It nurtures those leads, and it makes them offers at the time that they're most likely to buy. If you have an online business and you're using Facebook to get leads and sales, you got to check out Unipro. Go over to unipro.com. I know you're going to love it. Well, that's what I've got for you in this video, all about creating content for Facebook. If this was helpful, give this video a like. And if you have any questions about this topic, about creating content on Facebook that drives sales, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you have an online business and you're using Facebook to grow your business, you got to check out Unipro. It's been a game changer for me. I know it will be for you as well. Go over to unipro.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.